Yeah, some more Nightwish. You might not know this, but I've only ever heard the songs that I've reacted to. So I only know about 5 Nightwish songs, maybe? That's criminal, isn't it? So let's hear more. Hello wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Over there. Very simple, one note, done. Cut, close, repeat, whatever, I don't know the words. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series where you learn how the voice works, and all sorts of other stuff like rants and funny stuff and outtakes, loads of stuff. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Okay, this was suggested by patrons. It is another Nightwish song. It's called Stargazers Official Live. I have not seen this. I don't know what it sounds like. I'm just excited. I don't even know what singer it's going to be. So let's go and listen and see what we think.
We would like to play you a song from back in the days. Would you like to hear an old song? A song that has been off of the Nightwish setlist for over 10 years.
Ooh.
But we brought it back on this Endless Forms most beautiful world tour. And it's been such a joy to play. So Tampere, do you want to hear this song? That's the spirit. You are definitely ready for Stargazers!
Before anyone sung, I know I'm a vocal coach, but that drumming is insane. That drummer is amazing. Amazing. It gets my blood pumping. I'm ready for anything now. Close to anything. Let's keep going. So good. Right, so this is very ingenue-esque. It's very bright, young sounding. So there's a high larynx here, but she's starting off with a chest voice, which is basically a full fold phonation, where your vocal folds vibrate at the top edge and bottom edge, like this, undulating. But then she thins out to just the top edge. You can hear, oh, that like woo, kind of lifted back sound is very much a thinner sound. It's got less harmonics off of it, and that's kind of how you can tell, but it sounds a little bit removed. I had to do thin the whole time because my voice is deeper set, but hers, because she can take her range higher in thicker voice, she has that control to do thick voice but high, and then pull it into a thin folded place. Just delightful. Really, really nice. Right, this is really quite operatic. I'm going on a limb because it was 10 years ago this song was released, as she said, in the intro. So I'm assuming that this was written with Tarja as the front woman. Tarja had a really operatic sounding voice. That is basically where you try and drop your larynx into whatever sound it is you're trying to make, regardless of how high you're trying to sing. You try and keep that depth, that darkness, and that kind of space between your lips and your vocal folds. You're kind of trying to make your pharynx as long as possible. That gives you that really dropped, open, resonant sound in which to make a beautiful operatic sound. You add in a little bit of twang to bolster the sound, and then you anchor to project it. Her mouth is a lot more pursed than it usually is. Floor I kind of see as a woman with a really big, wide mouth, and here she's having to completely change the kind of character of her voice to suit the style of music. She's just so good. So good. Trills that she's doing here are so clean. It's really not easy to do, especially when you've got that drop larynx and those thin foldy kind of sound. You've got a lot going on in here, so to add a little trill into that as well is just, a testament to how good she is. Her vibrato is absolutely beautiful. That is where the thyroid cartilage rocks forward and allows an oscillation of the vocal folds. The vocal folds are housed within that kind of space of the thyroid cartilage, so when that pulls forward, it also pulls the vocal folds with it. Not a huge amount, but you imagine it's going like this. You'll get that off of that sound off of that, I mean. She is almost kind of trying to enhance that vibrato by giving her jaw a little bit of a shake. You get like a little bit more of an edge or a bite off of it. It's not necessary to get vibrato though. So you don't have to shake your jaw to get vibrato. You have to do something in here. Anyway, fantastic. This is so funny. I almost zoned out because this band literally grabbed me by the unmentionables every time I hear a song of theirs. There's so much power to the band as a whole that it's just mind-boggling. This is easily the most operatic I've heard Floor for any extended period of time. She is encompassing an entire facet of her voice, whereas usually she uses like lots of different parts of her voice in any one song. It's like she's paying homage and respecting the way this song should be sung, if that makes sense. So, I mean, maybe I'm totally off on the wrong track, but it's like she respects the history of the song, in my humble opinion. Anyway, fantastic. Right, here is what I was talking about. The big mouth, open, lots of grit, lots of gravel. Ha, ha, ha! That's an arytenoid rattle. That's where your arytenoids are basically the things that open and close your vocal folds, for want of a better term. Ah, hey, hey, hey! Like that. You also want to kind of make sure that your throat is relaxed so that your false vocal folds don't end up constricting and squeezing. That's not a sound that you want. You need to make it loose so that when the air passes through, it actually kind of flaps them about. Think of being told to clean your room. Mom. See, I'm making loads of different textured sounds in my throat, and it's all just from knowing how to manipulate teeny tiny little muscles or not manipulate them and just let the air do all the work. But yeah, this kind of shows the way that her voice is usually set up versus what she's doing for this song. They're very, very different. It's a pursed, closed, pushed kind of forward sound, and then she's doing this big open, almost like roary kind of sound. It's great. Oh, is that the end of the song? No? Oh, just clapping for everyone. I'd be clapping for myself. That I hope she was clapping for herself in there as well. They are just amazing. They must sleep so well after gigs because they are just going hardcore the whole time. It's amazing. Also, I feel like if you like took the melodies but removed the kind of rock element from it, you'd get like really, really good scores for fantasy films like Willow or Lord of the Rings or Legend. There's another one. Fantasy films just blanked. Anyway, amazing, fantastic. Love Floor, love Nightwish. Next level. So hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I don't know. Don't know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me, and I have been grabbed by Nightwish. Nightwish won't let me go. So if you want more videos, comment and let me know. What the hell was that? Bye. Stupid.